Hey everyone, it's Michelle. I also want to say hi to Jonathan, who is new to our channel, so you guys should all check him out. Today's video, I wanted to talk about recovery, just in general. I know this past week I have been hit with a lot of things, but one thing that I was discussing with my therapist was starting up with a nutritionist. And I was saying how, like, oh yeah, I want to do this, I want to do this. And she was talking about how, well, maybe like, because my parents aren't keen on that. And so we were saying, well, she said, what if you like made a commitment to your parents that you were going to, I'm sorry, this lighting is like killing me. That you were going to try, that you were going to follow the dietitian's plans and you were going to work on it and you were going to truly devote yourself to getting better. And the past week, I've been terrified of that thought. I have been so like that was the scariest thought. It was like for so long I've been just saying, okay, well, I can work on the therapeutic side of things and work in therapy and um, work on things there, but I don't want to give up my eating. I don't want to give up restricting or whatever. And I watched a video the other day by one of my subscribers. I don't remember her name offhand, but I watched one of her videos, and she really like just got to me. She was talking about how a lot of people are on here on the YouTube community and they're talking about how they're in recovery and they're not doing anything about it. They just keep saying, "Oh, I'm in recovery, I'm in recovery." And she was pointing out, like, think of the people who are watching these videos and hoping that they can recover too and that things are going to be okay, and they see our videos and they're like, well, they haven't given up the food part yet. I can hold on to that. I don't need some reason to start eating again normally because look at all these people, they're not good. And she really pointed it out to me, the fact that, like, you really need to define what you consider recovery. And do you honestly want to recover? Do you want to be rid of your eating disorder, your ED, forever? Do you want to get rid of the distorted thinking, of all the negative and belittling thoughts? I know I was thinking about this a lot since I watched that video. And I was going through, I was writing up a list of positive affirmations so that I would have on hand whenever I need them. And one of the affirmations that I had written a while ago, because I've been working on this in a while, because I needed like 50 of them, so it took me a while to write them all. But one of them was, I will do anything to recover from my eating disorder. And I was like, oh my gosh, did I honestly write that? Like, I was just like, wait, like, I said that I will do anything to recover from my eating disorder. And so I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about the the nutritionist, and I was thinking about like defining what I considered recovery, and it really hit me, like, today specifically and yesterday, about how I've been so fickle with my eating. I've been so on and off, but I've never wanted to give it up, and there's nothing. It keeps bringing me down. My eating keeps bringing me back into depression because I can't reach what the thoughts are telling me. I'm not reaching that point of perfection yet. And I just keep giving into all of this, like, by not eating or engaging in eating disordered behavior, I'm just letting myself, like, basically get worse and worse. And you really actually do need to decide what you want. Do you really want to recover? And I know, like, people start out sometimes and they're like, oh, I generally, like, some people start out recovery because they're just sick and tired of all of the belittling comments, and they can't take it anymore. All the thoughts that are so painful that they would rather go to therapy and talk through them than have to suffer alone. And I was just thinking, like, we start off therapy and we're like, yeah, like, I want to recover. Well, some of us do. Yeah, I want to recover, which is great, but you actually need to make a conscious decision and say, I don't want to be distorted with my eating. I want to eat normally. I want to eat healthily. I want to be able to eat two slices of cake one night and not feel like I need to restrict the next day or make up for it. I don't want to feel like every time I eat a large quantity of food that I need to go purge. I don't want to feel that. Um, so I think the questions I want to pose at you this week, just to mull about and think about it, what do you want from your recovery? Do you honestly want to be rid of your eating disorder forever? And is there something that is holding you back from doing that? Maybe you're not listening to your nutritionist, or maybe you're like me and you're hesitant on seeing a nutritionist just because you would actually have to obey, you would actually have to give up your eating disorder. And I know it's a really scary thought to give up your eating disorder because in many ways it has become your only coping mechanism. But just to think about, think of how much you're missing out on. Um, and in the end, how how do you want your recovery to work? Do you actually want to be recovered? Do you want to be distorted in all of your eating, your thinking, your self-worth evaluation? Do you want to be distorted in all of that for the rest of your life? So I hope that hit somebody. If you guys have any questions, you can message me. If you have any questions that you want us to address, please send them to the team and one of us will answer it. Also, please comment, rate, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Okay, see you next Monday, guys. Bye.